member of the Information Society? That's a difficult question because I didn't know we were in the Information Society.
What's up, everybody? It's your BD Goth boyfriend here. How's it been? This is a channel update. Weird for me to have a channel update in here, but I'm closing in on 1,000 subscribers, which is really great. A lot of you guys have been seeing me from Radical Reggie's podcast that we've been doing. I really love doing it. So I kind of wanted to give you an update because things have been happening in my life, which has kind of stopped me from making videos. But we're coming back. So this is like the welcome back video, if we will. I recently got a house and I finally have a craft room in this house and a garage, which makes me super excited because there's things that I want to show you on the gear side. Remember, this channel is gaming, gears, and graffiti. I had to actually think about that for a second because I haven't done any gear stuff for you that I want to show you. Recently, I've sold a chunk of my collection, and not the good chunk of my collection, really all the extras that were in my collection. Right now, the world is in a very weird state. You've probably heard that phrase billions of times. If your country is not on fire, if there's not protests, or if there's not some disease that is it a disease? I guess you would call it a disease, or some kind of pandemic. Let's just call it a pandemic. That's killing you. You're living in a really nice world, but that's the world that we're all kind of living in at the moment. Me, I've moved. My beautiful Italian girlfriend is now living here, which is great. And I'm just super excited. A lot of beautiful things are happening in my life. And I got more pickups. And because I have more pickups, it makes me want to venture out. Now that I have this space around me, I want to venture out. Even if you notice the change of background, I don't want to have... I hate to say it like this. I'm not knocking on anyone. But if you see most retro gaming collectors, they're like, check out my collection that I'm sitting behind. Do I have that? Yeah, because now I have an actual game room with PVM set up and CRT set up and all of my consoles set up, which is fantastic. And I got to share that with Big Boss at the same time. Big Boss, if you don't know that, that's a nickname for my wife. Big Boss is we kind of put our collections together there, but there are so many cool new things that I'm getting into and I want to show you and tell you about. Are there going to be more Game Boy mods on the channel? Absolutely. Guys, right before the pandemic hit, right, I ordered a bunch of broken Game Boys, and I would like to show you them real quick because I'm so excited about this. That's pile one. Oh god, I already dropped one. That's pile two. Anyhow, I think you kind of get the picture. Do we have more mods coming? Yes, because during this couple, I want to say 5 or 6 months, more technology has come out to mod these things, and I want to show you how to do them, what to do them, what's best for you, what's cheapest for you, and so you can learn something, like I learned something, which is great. The other thing about the Game Boys too is that I actually want to start to raffle these off. As much as it's cool to create something, I want to give them to you guys, the viewers. Yeah, there's probably only 800 of us, but hell, if you're on my Instagram, there's like 2,800 of us, and I'd love to share, and I want to raffle it off because they're bigger projects that I want to get into. Another thing, let me set these down because they're all over me. Another thing that you're gonna see on my channel is that I have a garage. Because I have a garage, I finally have place to work on some of the mechanical projects in my life. Remember, this channel is games, gears, and graffiti. With the gear section, I recently sold a massive chunk of my collection, but not a crazy good chunk. Just all the extras that I had, and I'll get into a story about that. I want to show you how we rebuild arcades in the actual garage. All right, everything's set down. I traded in a lot of my collection, or some of my collection, not a lot, some of my collection and my doubles for something that I've always wanted to have. Something very vroom vroomish. During this pandemic, prices of games, if you know, have gone up. So I actually use those funds for something I wanted. I rarely trade in games to get other games. I usually trade in games to fund other projects, if you will. Not a reseller, but to fund other things. And I'll actually show you how I actually helped a local game store during this hard times, which was really fun. The other things that I have going on, we got more consoles. I just don't want to be like Game Boys and stuff. I really want to show you, you just saw me hit myself in the jaw. I really want to show you how we're going to restore some of like super dope consoles, you know. And if we go a little further, we're going to save a little buddy. The crazy things you find at Goodwill, right? The crazy things. As much as I'm saying so much, and I apologize for that. Guys, I'm just really excited to be with you. October is going to be a hard month for me with projects, but it's going to be super fun. Guys, I can't emphasize enough following me on Instagram. Inktober is coming up, and if you don't know what Inktober is, it's where you challenge yourself for 31 days to do something in ink. Ladies and gentlemen, black and white pretty much is my life when it comes to pen and paper, or when it comes to painting a canvas, especially with graffiti. I am going to attempt to do Inktober. Every year I say I'm gonna do it. I do it for like 3-4 days, just like everyone else. I never finish. This one I'm going for. A lot of Gothic art is going to come out of this one. So if you just like Gothic art, if you just like black and white, or if you want to see a challenge, please follow me on Instagram. I'm more active there than anywhere else. The next thing, more Radical Reggie podcast. Season 3, of course, has been filmed and it is now being distributed. You'll see it every Monday on Reggie's channel, and I'll actually put it in the description below. Season 4 has already been filmed and is now in editing. Guys, I'm the one who actually edits a majority of those podcasts, given to Reggie. He puts those final touches on them. Those great thumbnails. I know you guys love one, the Africa one, and 2, what was the other one? Slaver Simp, which is like a classic. Or Cheek Bustin' Crew checking in. Shouts to Big Hurt. You may see Big Herc in season 4. Who knows? You gotta tune in. I also want to do a little bit more projects with video games. Guys, as much as I show you how to rebuild these things, I think it's important that I share my love of video games with you. Not so much talking about like, oh, I played this during my childhood, which those are cool stories. I just don't think you guys would be entertained by it. I don't think you guys be entertained by like, I remember when I played Gex Enter the Gecko and I got all the remotes. Like, no one gives a crap about that, right? But what I would like to do is actually show you some games that I review. I really don't call them hidden gems. They're just my favorite games that I like to play. I'll also tell you about what it is to travel with video games, shipping video games, and what's that like doing that in different countries, whether it's South Africa, whether it's Italy, whether it's Spain, whether it's Asia. Just how those things go down and how prices are kind of valued. There's people that just like to talk about the price of a video game, but the truth is, people need to talk more about the rarity of it is in another country. There's some games here that you wouldn't believe are the rarest thing in the world, and they're just common $5 greatest hits PS1 games. And I think it's just really interesting concept. So I want to talk about that. And then this one thing that I really want to talk about, I don't want to spoil it. I'm just going to tell you the name of the video. It's called Reading with X. I know, no, you don't have to be hooked on phonics to enjoy this, but I think once you see how it's done, you guys are gonna get a kick out of it. These are in the months to come. I also have a website that's going in process right now. It's being built to sell art. Some of the things you actually see me build here, I want to give away. I really want to give away. That's all I can really say. And how we end this as always, guys, I'll see you next time in the same Dragon Ball place, Dragon Ball time. I'll see you later.